Good evening, basketball fans. Welcome to Vandalia High School in the boys class 2A sectional semifinals here live on AreaSports.net as the Fairfield Mules with a record of 31-2 get set to take on the Pana Panthers, the Cinderella, with a record of 17-17. I'm Randy Olson courtside, joined by Danny Anselment. Danny, we have a contrast of two different teams that, their seasons have kind of gone separate directions, but, all it takes is get on a roll and get hot at the end of the year, and that's what this Pana Panther bunch has done. And here they are in the sectional semifinals.
They pulled off a couple upsets last week, and now they're playing at sectional time, and some people that thought they were going to be here is now watching.
That's right. Pana Panthers upset Casey Westfield at the Shelbyville Regional last week, and then in the regional championship game, they defeated Marshall by 1 point in overtime. So, again, it was a heck of a run there by this Pana bunch last week. And they've won now 6 or 7 games in a row coming into the sectional. So, again, they're peaking at the right time. Fairfield Mules had an easy time of it at the regional, though, down at Harrisburg, didn't they?
Yeah, this Mules team, Randy, is just pretty well-rounded team. They can do a lot of things to you, and they can cause a lot of problems. And I'm telling you, it's going to take a pretty good team to beat this Mule bunch.
It sure is. 31-2 on the season. Their only 2 losses, of course, came to Casey Westfield, and then also a loss to Olney Tigers. But other than that, they have just cleaned everybody's clock this year. They've had a lot of not only double-digit wins, but they've had a lot of wins where they've had running clocks this year in the fourth quarter.
I saw where their average margin of victory is 22.
That's pretty impressive.
That's a really pretty good sum. And, we talked to Rob Flanagan a couple weeks ago on the Sports Couch, and he said not to take anything away from our win, but he said we caught the Mules at a very good time.
Yeah.
He said they just come off that El Dorado Holiday Tournament championship, and he thought they might have been a little full of themselves.
He called it the Tuesday Night Blahs, didn't he?
Yeah. He said they had the Blahs, and he said we were fortunate to take advantage of it.
Yeah, the Fairfield Mules have won every tournament they've been in this year. They won the Lawrence County Classic at the beginning of the year at Thanksgiving time. That's a tournament that they also beat Teotopoulos in, as well as Mount Carmel. And, of course, that's the other side of the bracket up here in the sectional. It's Teotopoulos and Mount Carmel. They'll play tomorrow night here. And then, of course, the Mules won the El Dorado Holiday Tournament that you and I covered. And then they also won the Carmi Invitational Tournament, which we covered some of the Mules games down there. So they've got a lot of hardware already this year, but they're not satisfied yet. They're 31-2. They've set a school record, but this Mules team is still not satisfied. They want to go farther, don't they?
Well, they're planning on making a deep run in this. They'd like to bring back some hardware and put in that trophy case, and it starts here tonight.
It sure does. Again, the Pana Panthers, the Cinderella story this year in Class 2A basketball, nobody expected them to be here tonight. I mean, truly, nobody expected them to be here. But, again, they were, I think, the number 6 seed in the regional that they were in, and I think maybe the 9 seed in the subsectional complex. And so, again, they were not supposed to be here tonight, but tell that to Casey Westfield and Marshall, because they're sitting on the sidelines watching the game tonight.
That's right. All it takes is 2 or 3 good games, and together, and next thing you know, you're playing for something that gets to be pretty special.
Speaking of something special, we got some special sponsors that help make this broadcast possible tonight. People like Carter Turf and Tractor, also Fairfield Produce, Jaggers Doggy Daycare, FNB, Fairfield National Bank, Olson and Reeves, Attorneys at Law, and Wayne White Propane. And we're going to hear from some of those sponsors right now here on AreaSports.net, and we'll be right back.
Fairfield Produce is a big supporter of the Mules and are happy to sponsor this broadcast. Visit Fairfield Produce for birdseed and feed for all kinds of farm animals. They proudly sell Macaulay's horse feed, which is the same feed from the same mill that is fed to the famous racehorses like American Pharoah and Justify. Cindy Grimes also invites you to stop in at Fairfield Produce for Diamond brand dog food and cat food, as well as dog collars with personalized name tags. Fairfield Produce also carries styrofoam products you might need, as well as frozen food. Fairfield Produce is open Monday through Friday 8 to 5 and 8 to noon on Saturday at 206 Southeast 2nd Street in Fairfield.
It's the heating season, and Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods remind you that they have fast, reliable propane delivery service for your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled up, you can bring them to Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods for fast service. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through our website at wainwhitepropane.com. And don't forget, we also have hot tubs and supplies for your hot tub as well at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. Carter Turf and Tractor is now open in their beautiful new location on West Main Street in Fairfield in the former Save-A-Lot building. Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday.
Welcome back to the boys Class 2A sectional basketball tournament. It's semifinal night here in Vandalia. Winner of this game will take on the winner of Teotopolis versus the Mount Carmel Aces, and they will play tomorrow night here in the semifinals. And that championship game, of course, will be played here in Vandalia on Friday night. If you're wondering about the Pana Panthers, hey, we are too. So we went to Coach Scott McElravy a few moments ago here before the game and asked him what he knew about Pana and what he's most concerned about tonight. Let's take a listen to what he says. Well, let me turn this one down. Let's try that a bit. We'll back up a little bit. Apologize for that. Well, there's just so much noise in here. I guess we're having a hard time hearing that, so we apologize. But basically what he said, Danny, was he was talking about the fact that anytime that you get hot at the end of the year like this, anything can happen. And he said, the thing that struck me is he said, you know what? They're not 17-17, and we need to stop talking about that. He said they're 3-0. He said that's what they are. They're 3-0.
That's true.
And he said that's what I'm telling our guys tonight in the locker room is that the Pana Panthers are 3-0, and they're capable of beating anybody, given the fact that they, have beaten Casey Westfield. And they've beaten Marshall coming into this thing. And size-wise, they're really going to match up pretty equal to the Mules. You've got guys that are 6'4", 6'3", 6'1", 6'1" on both sides of the ball. And they've got some outside shooting that's 6'4". Their leading scorer is Jonah Loff. He's a 6'4" junior. He scores 12 points per game and gets 10 rebounds per game, but he likes to shoot from behind the arc. And, the Fairfield Mules have somebody very similar to that in the presence of Landon Zerlini, who's also 6'4" and likes to shoot the rock from behind the arc.
This Mules team just has so many strengths. It'll be interesting to see how Pana handles this man-to-man defense and pressure that they're going to put on them. And the Mules use that defense to translate into offense. And, they can hit you so fast, and it's just like, wow, where'd that come from?
Yeah, you are exactly right, and that's been their MO and their success story all year long. Not only the press and turning that defense into offense, but their depth, just their depth. The guys that they bring off the bench would be starting for so many other teams in Southern Illinois, and we've mentioned that throughout the season, that's how the Fairfield Mules have been. Because again, they're gonna bring guys like Cody Cantrell, Landon Zerlini, and Luke Dagg off the bench, and those guys come in and make a lot of noise, and sometimes one of them will lead the team in scoring.
Yeah, they don't lose anything when those guys come in off the bench. So, that's one of the strengths that this Mules team seems to have is that depth. They can absorb some foul trouble and some things like that. So, you got to think there's no reason they're 31-2.
We welcome those fans from Pana who are also logged on watching with us tonight at AreaSports.net. They do not have a radio station in Pana, which is interesting, but they do have a newspaper, and I know that the newspaper people there at Pana had encourage some of their Pana fans who couldn't make the trip down here tonight to be able to watch the game with us, and so we welcome you if you are doing that. One thing we know about Pana is that they lately, in these 6 or 7 wins in a row that they've had, they've been shooting the 3 ball really well. And from what I understand, talking to somebody at the newspaper office here in Pana, is that the other night in their win against Marshall, Danny, they made 7 out of 10 behind the arc. And anytime you shoot 70% from behind the arc, you're probably got a good chance of winning.
That'll keep you in a ball game for sure.
At the free throws, right?
When you shoot that kind of percentage, that's hard to overcome.
Oh, it's incredibly hard to overcome. In addition to Jonah Loft being their leading scorer, another name that you're going to hear a lot of tonight is Andrew Ambrose. He's 6'2" in there. They've also got Brevin Blackwell at 6'4" in there. They got Blyers at 6 foot, Spracklin at 6'2", Armstrong at 6'2", and Wes Kyle at 5'11". So, again, those are some of the names you're going to be hearing tonight from the Pana Panthers, again, who come in at 17-17 overall. But as Coach McElravy said, you might as well call them 3-0 because that's what they really are, because this is a whole new season right now, and we have a lot of respect for them tonight, and we know we got to come out and play Mules basketball tonight if we're going to win.
That's right. You got to bite this apple one bite at a time, and tonight's the first bite for the Fairfield Mules.
We'll take another quick break, come back and give you the starting lineups and all the play-by-play action in just a moment here live on AreaSports.net. It's the boys Class 2A Sectional Semi-Final.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon. Underwriting on the Vines made possible by Fairfield Printing, Graphics, and Sporting Goods. You can support your favorite team with T-shirts and other team gear, including Sisney, Wayne City, Fairfield, Jasper, New Hope, and others. The new location features a larger showroom with more products and services being added. Fairfield Printing, Graphics, and Sporting Goods also does banners in a variety of sizes, as well as business printing needs like letterhead, envelopes, and business cards. Their website is fairfieldprintingandgraphics.com, and we appreciate their underwriting.
There are over 1,600.
Welcome back to Vandalia High School. Randy Olson and Danny Anselment courtside here for this matchup tonight between the Fairfield Mules and the Pana Panthers in the boys Class 2A Sectional Semifinals. I want to thank the administration and athletic department and the IT people here at Vandalia, as they've been very hospitable to us, Danny, and allow us to get set up here and ready to go tonight. We appreciate that. Also, we want to say thank you to the IHSA and Matt Trohall for giving us permission to do tonight's game with video streaming. We'll talk a little bit more about that as the evening goes on as well, but we're glad that we're here, and we're glad that you're here with us on AreaSports.net. Now,
I'll just tell you, down here in this corner, you're probably not going to get it all because these kids evidently are going to stand up in front of our camera all night.
Yeah, the Pana student section is just to our immediate right, so the camera lady may have her view blocked here a little bit, so we'll just apologize for that. But we are down low tonight, as you can tell from our angle. We're right behind the scores table, which is a nice place to be. We're going to have nice close-ups here for you tonight of this action. And the place is loud, and I would say easily that Fairfield has outnumbered Pana, 3-1, maybe 4-1 tonight?
Well, there's a big discrepancy in crowd-wise.
It has been a great turnout of Fairfield people who have made nearly the 2-hour trip up here tonight for this 7 o'clock tip-off at Vandalia High School, which is a great venue, by the way. They say they seat about 2,500 here, Danny.
2,536, he said.
Amazing. It's got a great venue.
Looks like we're going to have the national anthem, and then we'll back with the starting lineups.
So we'll take another quick break, let you meet some more of our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Tonight's matchup between the Fairfield Mules.
As a craftsman, Gordy had imagination and vision. As a business owner and machinist, he understood all the moving components and how important they were to making things work. When he dreamed of building his business, he knew he needed help. FNB provided the spark necessary to ignite his growth. That partnership has proven to be his best creation yet.
Light was so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming. us fight, o'er the ramparts we rush, so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the Star-Spangled Banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow. I'm not sure who that lady was that sang the national anthem tonight, but she's got a powerful voice. Nice job.
And now let's meet tonight's starting lineup.
She's the official scorekeeper.
Is she the official scorekeeper? Are you kidding me? How about that? Well, here she comes. She sure is. The official scorekeeper is a singer, too. That is pretty cool.
11, junior, number 12.
Number 12, Wesley Kyle, first to be introduced for the Pana Panthers. He's a 5'11 junior.
6'2", senior, number 15.
Number 15 is Jack Armstrong. He's a 6'2 senior.
A 6-foot senior, number 23.
Number 23 is Jared Byers. Byers is a 6-foot senior.
Fairfield kids.
Yeah, they've all got their newspapers out.
Junior, number 35, Jonah.
Here comes the leading scorer, Jonah Loff. He's number 35, 6'4 junior.
Sophomore, number 44.
And number 44 is Andrew Ambrose, a 6'3 sophomore, rounding out the starting five. And camera lady gave you a shot of the newspapers that the student section at Fairfield was looking at while the starting lineups were being done here by the Pana Panthers. Pana cheerleaders will do their opening cheer, and then we'll meet the Fairfield Mules. Huge contingent of fans here tonight from Fairfield. Actually sitting on both sides.
You know, there's a lot of Pana people, though, back up here behind us.
Number 1 is Reese Lee. He is a 6-foot senior for the Mules.
A 5'10 junior, number 4.
Number 4 is Wyatt Gilbert. One of the guys that makes it go defensively on that press. 5'10 junior.
5'11 senior.
He's the defensive stopper.
Number 5, Giselle O'Neill. 5'11 senior. Another one of the tandem of those guards on that press. Number 10 is the silent assassin, Kane Hicksonball, 6'3 junior. And rounding out the starting five is Brian Estes. Dr. Dunk, we may see some tonight. 6'6 senior, wears number 32. So again, the Mules will go with Lee, Gilbert, O'Neill, Hicksonball, and Estes. And shortly you'll see Cantrell, Zerlini, and Dagg come into the game. Going to be a great matchup here tonight, Danny. What do you think the keys of the game are?
Well, the Mules got to come out and control the tempo of this game and use that full court press to score some points off of. Payne's going to have to show that they can withstand that pressure that the Mules are going to put on them. Looks like the Mules are maybe a little deeper off the bench, so that'll probably be another factor. Free throw shooting will be an important factor in these kind of games.
Sure will be. Looks like Jack Armstrong at 6'2 is going to jump in the center circle against Estes at 6'6. And we're about to get this 2A sectional semifinal underway. And O'Neill jumps inside the circle and grabs the basketball as it comes off their fingertips. Mules with the first look at it offensively. It's like Pena's going to open up in like a man pretty much. Here's a shot. There's the alley-oop. Right away, the Mules open it up with the alley-oop to Estes. Wasn't quite a slam. He kind of laid it over the rim. Ball was a little bit to the right of the rim, but boy, it was still just as effective. Easy start there for the Mules. We've seen them start games a lot this year like that.
Got a young man got hit in the head or something right off the bat.
Wow. Here comes that pressure defense by the Mules.
In that 2-2-1.
They love to trap out of that. Pana gets it across. With it is Kyle. He's trapped in the corner, and it's taken away by Reese Lee. Steal by the Mules. Gets it ahead to Hicksonbaugh. Here comes Fairfield. Hicksonbaugh tries to get it over to Estes, and it's knocked out of bounds by Brevin Blackwell. Good start for Fairfield here.
Mules got a turnover off the first possession already.
Gilbert gets the inbound here to O'Neal. O'Neal penetrates, leaves it for Estes. He'll jump it up. No good. Follows his shot, but rebound is taken out of there by Armstrong. Here comes the Panthers. They like to get up and down the court. Here's a pull-up jumper, no good by Byers. Battle for the rebound. Blackwell comes up with it. He'll get it back out top of the key. Shot is no good again by Byers, and this time the Mules have it. Hicksonbaugh sends it up the court quickly to O'Neal. O'Neal leaves it for Reese Lee. Here's a long three. No good. Jonah Loft with the rebound for the Panthers. They want to push it. Ahead to Kyle. Over to Blackwell, and it's buried from the corner. Blackwell from the right corner pocket gives Pana the lead here at 3-2. 6:31 to go. Opening quarter just underway. Got a loud one here tonight at Vandalia. We hope you can hear us okay.
Pana in a man-to-man now.
Here's O'Neal down the lane, puts up the scoop shot, and he's hammered. That'll send J-Zell to the line to shoot a pair.
He's on number 15, I think.
That's Jack Armstrong. It is on Armstrong. First foul of the ball game. If you are watching with us tonight, you can jump on our Facebook page at AreaSports.net. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're rooting for, whether it's Fairfield or Pana. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. AreaSports.net on our Facebook page as the first free throw is no good by O'Neal. Second one, no good. A little too strong. Rebound by the Panthers.
Couple big misses.
Yeah. So far, the Panthers have been able to break that press. That this time is taken away by Wyatt Gilbert. Gilbert gets it ahead to Lee. Lee bounce passes it down to Estes. Shot from the baseline is no good. Rolls off. Armstrong with the rebound. He's going to throw it ahead. And then thrown behind him to the trailer. And the shot's missed, but the foul's going to be called on the Mules. Well, that was a tough break there, Danny.
Yeah, foul's going to be on Lee, I think.
Lee was kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time, really, as that trailer came into the basket. And that trailer is Jonah Loft. He'll go to the line to shoot two shots. 5:55 to play, opening quarter. Again, the winner of this semifinal game gets the winner of tomorrow night's semifinal game, which will feature Teotopoulos against Mount Carmel.
You know, Randy, in a game like this Pana team doesn't have any pressure at all.
No, they're playing with house money now. They're farther than anybody ever expected them to go. So it's all icing on the cake from here for them. And there's a steal by Pana. Turnover on the Mules. Armstrong brings it up. Gets it ahead in the corner to Loft. His shot's no good. There's a rebound by the big guy. He goes back up. No good. Blackwell. Ball's loose. Blackwell dives on it for Pana and calls timeout. Panthers have the timeout. Timeout with 5:33 to play here in the first quarter. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll just keep it right here. Your thoughts so far, Danny?
Well, you know, this Pana team is playing pretty loose. The Mules look a little tight. They're behind right now, and Pana's just coming out, and it's just guns blazing away.
They love to play up-tempo basketball. We're seeing that for sure, and we knew that coming in that they do. And it's, you know, it's eerily a similar style to the Fairfield Mules, to be honest with you. Very similar style. I mean, get the ball and go.
5-2. They're going to the line here for a couple free throws to extend it out. Or no, it'll be time out of the timeout. Ball was on the floor.
Right, yeah. Non-shooting foul here.
It was timeout, not a foul. That was the play before.
Yeah, exactly. So out of bounds, Wesley Kyle will inbound it here to Byers. Byers picked up by O'Neal. He'll hand it off out there to him to Armstrong. Now to Kyle again. There's a backdoor cut. Shot is up. It's no good by Armstrong, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Orange.
If you're the Pana What are they, Panthers?
Pana Panthers, yep.
If you're the Panthers, you got to have them shots. That was a big chance to extend this lead out.
Giselle O'Neill will bring it up. Darla Estes says she's watching from Dyersburg, Tennessee, pulling for the Mules. Here's Hicksonball inside the lane. He goes up for the shot. Nice shot, but it's waved off. Foul before the shot was taken. Brian Estes is the nephew of Darla Estes that's watching from Tennessee.
They give that foul to number 33, Blackwell.
That's the big man. They got him listed at 6'5". Here's Hicksonball with a three. And that ties the game as Hicksonball dials long distance. 4:54 to go here in the first quarter. Mules trying to create a turnover here with that press, but Plana gets it across. Here's a shot from the corner. It's off no good by Armstrong. Rebound by Gilbert. He's going to throw it ahead to Estes. Look out! Dunk time! Hello, there's one! We had a bet on the way up here how many dunks there would be tonight. We'll tell you later on what we each said, but there's one right there for sure, and it was very emphatic. And there's another steal. Here we go. Layup time. It's in. For Giselle O'Neill, and here comes that Mule defense creating offense.
That's that quick punch in the face that they give you right there.
9-5 now. Mules up by 4. As driving with it is Byers, knocked away and goes out of bounds, and is going to call foul on Wyatt Gilbert.
Gilbert's going to pick up a foul.
That's a tough call, Danny.
Yeah.
That was kind of a hustle foul is what I like to call it.
Going for a 50-50 ball
right
there.
Both teams going after the ball, and both teams making substitutions here. Into the ball game is Landon Zerlini and Cantrell and Luke Dagg for the Mules, as we usually see at about the midway point of the first quarter. And we are at 4:04 left in the first quarter. And Pana comes in with some fresh bodies as well. We'll try to catch up with those as Blackwell has it right now. They've got Bryce Edmondson into the game for them. He's got the basketball right now. And he comes over here and throws it away to Andrew Ambrose. So, Panthers start to get a little rattled here.
Turnover number 4.
As the Mules turn it up a notch. Now let's see what they do offensively with the fresh legs of the 3 Mules out there. Here's Zerlini looking for the 3. Comes to Cantrell. He'll drive baseline and puts it off glass. Missed it. Follows his shot. Has it taken away from behind by Ambrose. Ambrose leaves it for Armstrong. And now back out to Byers. Now they come back out to Blackwell. And now in the lane, there's a block by Zerlini. Mules have it. O'Neill comes up with it. Ahead to Cantrell. O'Neill's going to pill up the 3. He got it. Wheeling and dealing is Giselle O'Neill, and it's timeout Panthers. The Mules are on a run here. And the Panthers got to talk things over. So with timeout on the court, we'll take timeout as well, and we'll be right back with more in just a moment.
Fairfield Produce is a big supporter of the Mules and are happy to sponsor this broadcast. Visit Fairfield Produce for birdseed and feed for all kinds of farm animals. They proudly sell Macaulay's horse feed, which is the same feed from the same mill that is fed to the famous racehorses like American Pharoah and Justify. Cindy Grimes also invites you to stop in at Fairfield Produce for Diamond brand dog food and cat food, as well as dog collars with personalized name tags. Fairfield Produce also carries styrofoam products you might need, as well as frozen food. Fairfield Produce is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and 8 to noon on Saturday at 206 Southeast 2nd Street in Fairfield.
It is loud and raucous here in Vandalia, Illinois, for the boys Class 2A sectional. A lot of intensity here, Danny, in the early going, with the Mules leading at 12-5, and they go on a 9-0 run there.
Yeah, you know, the Mules defense has really kicked it gear. Payne has got 4 quick turnovers here, and the Mules have scored on every opportunity.
All right, back to live action. Pana has the basketball. Mules continue that pressure defense. They get it across the line to Armstrong, into the high post to Blackwell. Now here's a drive down the lane. It's no good by Byers. Rebound by the Mules. Zerlini's got it. He clears it out to Giselle O'Neill. O'Neill calling out the signals out front between the circles. Mules running some motion against this Man-to-man defense. They bounce past it inside to Hickson. Ball. He turns on his man, misses it, gets his own rebound. Wraparound pass to Cantrell, out to Zerlini from the volleyball line. No good. Rebound, Dag, no good. O'Neal back up and in. 4 chances for the Mules that time, Danny.
Yeah, you can't let them do that.
Tally Smith watching from Jeff, Illinois, saying, go Mules. Scott Davis watching, says, I can't say where I'm watching from. I don't want to incriminate myself, but go Mules.
Kenny Rubenacker's on down in Sikeston, Missouri, and the Sikeston Bulldogs are 25-0.
How about that? 2:12 to go here in the first quarter. Pana with the basketball, trailing it by 9. They were up 5-3 earlier. Mules on an 11-0 run. Pana takes the ball out right in front of the Mules bench. Byers has it. Mules playing some good sticky defense so far, Danny. Very aggressive. Luke Dag. That student section of Fairfield's broad's pretty impressive tonight.
Yeah, they must have loaded up the bus.
I think they might have loaded up a bus or two, maybe. Okay, here's the inbound. Comes into Ambrose. Over to Byers. He's directing traffic out there. Picked up by Dag. Now he comes out to the top to Armstrong. Armstrong has it knocked away from behind by the quick hands of Wyatt Gilbert.
That's the thing that gets you in trouble with this Mules team. You get the first guy beat, and it's the second or the third one that gets you.
That's right. They come at you in waves, don't they? Here's the inbound by Wesley Kyle. He comes into Armstrong. Now out to Byers. Byers back to Armstrong. He'll drive. It's knocked away from behind. And here come the Mules. Fast break, 3-on-2, all the way down. Zerlini scores. He takes it coast to coast. And the Mules go up 16-5. It's a 13-0 run now. And that one's blocked by the Mules. Here to throw it ahead to Dag. Look out, could be jam time. He lays it over the rim. Luke Dag on the fast break bucket for the Mules. And they got it going on in transition. That's out of bounds on Pana as they throw a wild pass down to Ambrose. And another timeout is called by the Pana Panthers. They are burning them. 18-5 Mules. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Back at Vandalia High School, Danny, the Mules on a 15-0 run here, and they are running downhill now, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. And Payne is going to try to press them. I don't think that's going to work out real good.
Zerlini gets it out to Gilbert. Now to Cantrell. Now they're going to drop into a zone, it looks like. Looks like Payne is going to go to a 2-3 zone.
Yep.
See how this works out. Cantrell goes baseline, feeds it to Estes. He puts it over the rim with ease. 20-5.
6 in the quarter for Estes.
17-0 run now by the Mules. Armstrong out front with it. 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Pana got off to the early lead, but it's been all Mules ever since. There's Zerlini with a foul way out by the half line.
Third foul on the Mules.
16 seconds left in the quarter. At the Salem 3A Regional, Centralia leads Highland 14-10. That's a bit of a surprise.
Yes, it is.
Pana with the basketball. Byers has it. Comes over to the left wing to Armstrong. They want to post up Ambrose down low. Can't get it to him. It's stolen away by O'Neal. Mules have it. 3 seconds to go. Gives it to Gilbert. He puts it up. No good. Rebound Ambrose, and the horn sounds, and that's the end of the first quarter of play. What a quarter for the Fairfield Mules. After one, it's Fairfield 20, Pana 5. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
It's the heating season, and Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods remind you that they have fast, reliable propane delivery service to your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled up, you can bring them to Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods for fast service. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through our website at WayneWhitePropane.com. And don't forget, we also have hot tubs and supplies for your hot tub as well at Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods.
Back at Vandalia High School, Randy Olson courtside here with Danny Anselment. And Danny, Pana did lead 5-3 or 5-2.
5-2.
Oh, 5-2. So it's been an 18-0 run for the Mules.
Mules are shooting 53%. Pana's shooting 11%, 1 out of 9.
Wow.
Got a score here, too. At the end of the first quarter, Woodlawn leads Gallatin County 15-14.
Oh, that sounds like a good start down there.
At the 1A regional down at Gallatin County.
And that is a semifinal down there. That's actually a sectional, isn't it?
Sectional.
Yeah. Sectional semifinal, just like we are, except that's 1A and they're 2A.
Yep.
Or we're 2A and they're 1A. Okay. Here's a drive baseline. Cut off is Loft. And it goes out of bounds, and it's going to be along to the Mules. And so far, Jonah Loft has been completely shut out by the Fairfield Mules.
Turnover number 8. He doesn't have a field goal attempt. He shot 2 free throws.
He's been their go-to guy, but he can't get a shot off against Fairfield. And that's going to be a traveling violation.
Turnover number 3 on the Mules.
J.Z.L. O'Neal got going a little quick that time. Took a step or two before he put the ball down. 7:34 to play in the first half. Mules up comfortably by 15 points over Pana. Again, this Pana team defeated Casey Westfield and Marshall in the regional to get here. Peeking at the right time. Ambrose tries a backdoor cut down at Armstrong, and it's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Mules.
They're letting them play.
Yeah, they are. Not been a lot of fouls called yet, has there?
I would have had to call one right there.
3 on Fairfield and 2 on Pana so far. Here's the inbound, and that comes way back here to Armstrong, and he'll get it to Byers. Byers goes down low to Loft. He pump fakes, goes up the shot, and there he's got a bucket. And that breaks the 18-0 run by the Mules.
And that's what the Mules do to you. You just be going along, and next thing you know, they put on a 15 or 18-point run, and then you're looking at her thinking, wow, what just happened to us?
Yeah, exactly. Mules being patient right now on the half-court offense as they come over here to Gilbert. In the corner to Reese Lee, trying to post up Estes in there.
Going against this 2-3 zone now.
Looking for a quality shot. Here's one. In and out, no good. Estes battles for the rebound. Reese Lee's got it. They'll set it up again, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Mules. And our view on that one going out of bounds blocked by the Pana student section there. Reese Lee's going to fire up a 3. It's no good. Rebound by Byers. He brings it up for Pana. Gets it in the corner. Here's a baseline drive, but it's cut off. Good defense by the Mules. They'll come back out in the corner. Here's a shot that's short. Rebound Hickson-ball. Here come the Mules. 3 on 2. And there's a foul call that's taking it in. Strongly was Wyatt Gilbert, and he was fouled. Mules had numbers that time, Danny, on the transition.
Foul's going to be on Armstrong, his second.
6:06 to play here, first half. Gilbert at the line. It's off no good. Well, the only chink in the armor so far here in the first half, Danny, has been the free throw shooting of the Mules.
0 out of 3.
Yep. Herb Fenton is watching the Mules. And he says he's watching Duke get beat, so life is good. There's a rebound by Gilbert. And the shot is blocked. nobody for Pana went after the basketball initially there. And they didn't box out Gilbert on the shot. Here's way out front from Loft, no good. Rebound by the Mules. O'Neal's going to bring it up. He's going to take it all the way down and lay it in. Nobody impeded his progress.
Nobody ever made him pick up the dribble.
Coast to coast. 22-7. Mules up by 15. 5:35 to play in the half. Pana needs some offense. Instead, it's a steal by the Mules. Here's Estes with it. And he has his pocket pick from behind. Kyle takes it away, and then there's a traveling violation on Blackwell.
Turnover number 10. Here's you a little bit of surprise score.
All right.
Alton Marquette 17, Pinckneyville Panthers 9.
Ooh,
after
boy.
one.
After one. Okay. Well, that's interesting. That's a 2A sectional semifinal tonight. Here is a wide open shot by
Zerlini.
Zerlini. It goes in and out, no good. Here's a breakaway by Ambrose, and he's going to score. Ambrose scores on the other end for Pana. It's 22-9. Zerlini's had a couple of good looks so far, but they just rattled out of there, Danny.
That ball was a long way down coming out.
Must have had some kind of a wild spin on it. Zerlini bring it out now to Hicksonball. He's going to fire away. That's no good. Goes out of bounds, and it'll be Pana basketball. 4:50 to play here.
That'll bring forth the air ball cheers.
Yeah, it will. Pana student section getting into that one. Again, if you just joined us, the Mules led 20-5 after the first quarter. Lead 22-9 now here in the second quarter, and we've got 4:44 left in the first half. Edmondson has it across the timeline to Ambrose, and he's going to be fouled on his way to the basket.
Zerlini, that'll be 2 on him.
Non-shooting foul to be out of bounds to the Mules. Checking back into the Mule lineup is Reese Lee. Somebody needs to help out Jeff Baker. He wants to know how to get the game on his smart TV. Great block by Hicksonball. Then he stepped on the end line. Andrew Ambrose tried to go up for the shot, and Hicksonball said, "No way, Jose." You know, he's got long arms.
Yes, he does, and he's a good jumper.
Hicksonball 6'3". Again, just a junior. He'll be back next year, Coach McElravy. 3 seniors start on this Mules team. That's a 5-second count. It's a turnover back to Fairfield.
Turnover number 11.
4:33 to go here in the first half. Mules defense is stellar.
Pana now in a 2-2-1, just like the Mules use.
Isn't that interesting? Another mirror image. Hicksonball's got it. He's going to launch from 3. Yes! Write it down. Kane Hicksonball, the silent assassin.
Pair of 3 balls.
Making some noise here for the Mules.
Nokomis leads St. Elmo 17-3 after 1.
That's a surprise. That St. Elmo team's pretty good. I would have thought they would have the upper hand there. Byers picks up his dribble, comes out to Armstrong.
Nokomis is a team you always hear. They're always
Boy,
there.
they are, aren't they? They're in the mix. I think they beat Neoga the other night in the region.
Yeah, 60-30.
Yeah, thumped them.
60-31, actually.
Yeah, wow. Here's a drive baseline by Armstrong, and shots up and in. And that gets Pana into double figures. It's 25-11.
Pana needed that.
They did. 3:34 to go here in the first half. Here's Reese Lee driving baseline, stopping, popping, too strong. Rebound Ambrose for the Pana Bulldogs. He splits the double team and gets rid of it to Byers. Byers comes up, takes it all the way down, misses the shot, and ball goes out of bounds, and it goes off the head, I think, of Wyatt Gilbert. Luke Dagg back into the ball game as the student section from Fairfield says, Luke. Usually when Luke Dagg comes in the game, something happens.
He's a burst of energy.
He makes it happen. Yep, he does. And he knocks that one away right there. On cue. It's a 3-on-2 break. Wyatt Gilbert all the way down. Missed it. Grabbed by Reese Lee. Now a shot from O'Neal. Got it. It's a 3-ball by O'Neal. And again, that's all started by the defense of Luke Dagg. 28-11.
12 for O'Neal here in the first half.
He's having a great game so far. 2:49 to go in the first half. Look at that relentless defense of the Mules. They're just swarming them like gnats. Shot from the corner. It's off, no good by Armstrong. Out of bounds. Belongs to the Mules.
Massac beat Murfreesboro 60-56 in 3A in overtime.
How about that?
Oh, that was last night.
Well, yeah, that one was last night. Into the ball game again is Jonah Loff, and then back in for the Mules is Cantrell as Reese Lee has it. O'Neal's going to slow it down a little bit now in this half-court offense as Pana stays in that 2-3 zone here. Cantrell's got it. He'll go inside the lane, kicks it over to Reese Lee, thinks about a shot. Instead comes to O'Neal. He thinks about a shot, penetrates, dishes it in the corner to Reese Lee. He'll launch from the corner. Yes! Left corner pocket for Reese Lee. Mules up by 20. 2:01 left in the half. Blackwell has it blocked by the Mules. Cantrell goes at the Hickson ball. Hickson ball all the way down and scores. And the Mules are having fun up here in Vandalia. Timeout Pana. They've only got one timeout left. They've burned 4 of them here in the first half. Wow. Minute 44 to go in the first half.
At the end of one, Centralia over Highland, 14-10. There's that Mules defense, Randy, that we talked about right there.
It really is. They are playing some intense basketball out there. And I don't think anybody really saw this coming. I mean, the Mules were heavily favored, and I believe that they would get it done tonight, but I don't think anybody thought it'd be 33-11 here with a minute 44 to go in the first half.
Now this Mules team's on a mission.
They are. They are on a mission. And that game tomorrow night's going to be a good one. Mount Carmel and T-Town. You know, Mount Carmel playing some real good basketball now. They're finally healthy. Got some size to try to match up with T-Town. That could be interesting. And those two teams have met so often in the sectional that it's become a rivalry almost between T-Town and Mount Carmel. All right, back to live action. Pana will have the basketball.
(33-11) here.
As Blackwell has it for Pana. Gets it out to Armstrong. Mules continue to stay in that sticky man-to-man defense. Wesley Kyle has it. He gives it off to Byers. Byers tries to work on his man, can't get a shot off. Instead comes out here to Kyle. They'll launch it in the corner. 3-ball on the way, no good. Cantrell's got it for the Mules. He'll bring it up to Reese Lee. Out to Jazell O'Neal. He'll take it all the way down and lay it up and in. They just don't have an answer for Jazell O'Neal. No answer whatsoever.
14 of the 35 for O'Neal.
35-11 with 54 seconds left here in the first half.
Going to have a foul on Reese Lee.
The depth, the quickness, the tenacious defense, the hustle, the grit. It's just all adding together for the Fairfield Mules right now, Danny, and Pana just doesn't know what hit him.
Well, he's just running them in threes right now, and it's taking its toll already.
Here is the inbound to Armstrong. Armstrong comes over to Kyle. He's looking for a cutter. Brings it out to Blackwell. He'll hand it off behind him to Kyle. They try to alley-oop it down.
That ball was hit by Zerlini.
Yeah, good defense there. Blackwell was open, too, and he had a smaller man on him. O'Neal, that was a mismatch defensively if they could have got him the ball, and he's still that way right now. They're going to alley-oop it into him, but they throw it too far and out of bounds.
Turnover number 13.
O'Neill was fronting him. They tried to throw the ball over the head and lead him to the basket, but they throw it too far. It's a turnover.
At the half, Woodlawn leads Gallatin County 25-22.
Man, that's a good basketball game. 12 seconds to go here in the first half. Let's see what the Mules do here.
Panthers trail 27-13 at half.
And they're going to call a traveling violation on Wyatt Gilbert as he was tied up by a couple Panthers.
Turnover number 5 on the Mules.
4 seconds left. Let's see if Pana can get a shot off. Up in the front court, here's a runner that's up, and it's short, no good, and that's going to be the end of the first half. Our score is Fairfield 35, Pana 11. We'll come back, take a look at the halftime stats, and tell you more about this basketball game. We might let Billy Rocket weigh in on his observations here.
Jacksonville Route leads Madison 28-27 at the half.
All right, we'll check the ticker and try to get some more scores for you here at halftime as well. We'll be right back.
As a craftsman, Gordy had imagination and vision. As a business owner and machinist, he understood all the moving components and how important they were to making things work. When he dreamed of building his business, he knew he needed help. FNB provided the spark necessary to ignite his growth. That partnership has proven to be his best creation yet.
Carter Turf and Tractor is now open in their beautiful new location on West Main Street in Fairfield in the former Save-A-Lot building. Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday.
Welcome back to Vandalia High School here at halftime. 35-11, a dominating first half performance by the Fairfield Mules after Pana jumped out to the early lead. The Rocket Man, Billy Rocket, made the trip up here with us tonight too. He was watching it from a different vantage point. See if he saw a game any different than we did. Billy, your thoughts on that first half of play?
Well, that high-powering Fairfield Mules offense, you know, when it comes to 50-50 balls, Pana got one on a timeout. Other than that, there wasn't any. The rebounds were 12-11. It just comes down, you know, Fairfield come out in that 2-1-2, three-quarter court press, and then they backed it off a little bit to the halfway line. But, you know, you got to give Pana credit. Pana took it to them.
Yeah.
You know.
They did.
It didn't always end up good. Maybe end up in a turnover or a missed shot or something. But you got to give the Panthers credit. They took it to them, and they shot their threes. They got plenty of threes off.
Yep. Yeah, Pana jumped out to a 5-2 lead early and had some energy for sure. And Fairfield made a couple of early turnovers and missed a couple of early free throws. But then they got rolling, and they went on an 18-0 run before Pana scored again and went up 20-5 and really turned things around.
Yeah, the last count I had, I knew it was 10-0. But,
yeah, it was an 18-0 run, yeah.
But, boy, without headphones on, y'all hear it out here. It's ruthless between these two student sections.
It's loud. It's loud. Yeah, you got the Pana student section to your right there.
You're right. It's March Madness. That's all I can say for it.
We're not quite to March, but it feels like it, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
It sure does. Well, if the Mules continue this in the second half, they're going to pick up an easy win here, and it's going to be a tough battle for whoever wins tomorrow night between T-Town and Mount Carmel to try to derail this Fairfield Mules bunch because they're playing at such a high level.
They are. I mean, you know, am I surprised they've got 35 points? No. Am I surprised that they're up, 24 at halftime? Yeah. You know. But that's the way we've seen them. We did Fairfield several times, and that's the way they roll, you know. And it's kind of like a race car. Once that hits that four-barrel, you know, you can't stop them. They're just, you know, I just sat here and all watched them go up and down. And
well, I described it. I said they were like gnats on them, you know, and swarming them almost like piranha.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
They really were.
And And I thought the officials did pretty good job.
They've let them play. They've let them play, but it's been consistent where they let them play on both ends.
It has. They've let them play a little bit, probably a little bit more than 2A, closer to 3A.
Yeah, I agree.
And some of these guys may be 3A officials. I don't know.
I don't know these guys, but they could be. That's right.
But I thought it's been a well-played game, as far as, the turnovers are killing.
Yeah.
Well, they got 13 or 14 to 5. So, and with Fairfield's offense, if you score 2 points on 13 turnovers, you're looking at 26 points.
Yeah, you're right. Well, Billy, we appreciate your analysis here in the first half. We'll give it back to Danny, and we'll do some stats here.
All right, guys. I'll see you after the game.
All right, you bet. Okay. Also, Jason Musgrave, watching from Fairfield, said he couldn't make it to the game. He's glad he can watch it with us here on AreaSports.net. Jedediah is watching.
Ron Standard's on, and he said he'll be at Oakville tomorrow night.
All right. Jeff Wise is watching in Lexington, Kentucky, and says, "Go Mules."
Nokomis leads St. Elmo 35-11.
And looks like a few others here. Chad Kurt is watching. Scott Davis is watching. Appreciate all of you jumping on the broadcast tonight. Danny, what do you got for us stat-wise at halftime?
All right, in the first half, it was 20-5 at 1, 35-11 here at the half. Pana has 13 turnovers, Randy. They've only got 17 shots in the first half and only been able to convert 4 of them for 24%. So 24% shooting and 13 turnovers is why they trail 35-11.
Yeah.
Looking at the Mules are 13 out of 29 for 45%. They only commit 5 turnovers, but the only thing in their repertoire here tonight, they're 0 out of 4 from the free throw line.
Yep. That's been the one fly in the ointment, so to speak, for Fairfield here in the first half.
Are you going to throw out your poll?
Oh, yeah, I need to do that. We were sitting here talking earlier, but again, we thank the IHSA for giving us the approval to do tonight's game, but we have been informed that we cannot do the game Friday. So if the Mules hold on and win, we cannot video stream the game Friday, but we are permitted to do an audio stream. So we'll put a poll out there to you. Would you like us to come back and do the Fairfield game on Friday night, knowing that it's only an audio broadcast? It'd still be streamed. It'd still be streamed on AreaSports.net, but it would be audio only and not video. Are you up for that? Would you like us to come back and do the championship game Friday night? Or would you rather us go someplace else?
Or would you rather us maybe head to Gallatin County and do the
Woodlawn Cairo or Woodlawn Cess game, if it ends up being that
Gallatin
way.
County may have a little.
They may have something to do with that.
That game's 25-22 at the half.
That's right. We've got a lot of people wanting us to go down to Gallatin County to do what could be a Woodlawn Cesar game, Woodlawn Cairo, Gallatin County Cairo, Gallatin County Cesar. That championship game will be Friday night as well. We can do video down there. We are already aware that we can do video down there Friday night. But we love following these Fairfield Mules. We enjoy watching them play. We've been following them most of the season. We work in Fairfield. We know a lot of you. And we'd like to come back, but we can't do video streaming on Friday night, but we can do audio streaming. So,
which is not right.
Well, yeah, and we can talk about that, but yeah, it's one of those crazy things about having rights with this NFHS network. But if you'd like us to come back and do audio, send us a message and let us know, yay or nay, thumbs up, thumbs down. And if you'd like us to do that on Friday night, we can perhaps make that happen. So we're kind of taking an informal poll right now. If you would rather us come back and do the Fairfield game Friday night with audio only, or whether you would like us to go somewhere else like, that Woodlawn, Gallatin County, Cairo type deal. So let us know. Cindy Grimes says, do the game Friday. Audio only is just fine. Okay, Cindy. Thank you for that. Cindy's one of our sponsors, too, by the way. We appreciate her support of this broadcast, Fairfield Produce. And we're going to take another quick timeout and be right back with more in a moment.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
Fairfield Produce is a big supporter of the Mules and are happy to sponsor this broadcast. Visit Fairfield Produce for birdseed and feed for all kinds of farm animals. They proudly sell Macaulay's horse feed, which is the same feed from the same mill that is fed to the famous racehorses like American Pharoah and Justify. Cindy Grimes also invites you to stop in at Fairfield Produce for Diamond brand dog food and cat food, as well as dog collars with personalized name tags. Fairfield Produce also carries styrofoam products you might need, as well as frozen food. Fairfield Produce is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and 8 to noon on Saturday at 206 Southeast 2nd Street in Fairfield.
Welcome back to Vandalia here. Randy Olson along with Danny Anselment and Billy Rocket. And the camera lady, she's doing a great job, even though she's got that student section from Pana right there to her immediate right. Tina Ray says, yes, go ahead and broadcast Friday night, audio only. If that's all they'll let you do it. So thank you for your input there. Jason Lewis says, can you cast from your phone? Well, yeah, I guess technically you probably could. I'm not sure what they would say about that. Quality probably wouldn't be that good, particularly on the audio side. Yeah, might kick us out for that, Jason. Don't know. But appreciate the thought. So, again, the informal poll we'll have for you again is if you'd like us to come back Friday night and do the championship game audio only, because we've already been informed we can't do video on Friday. That is reserved for the NFHS network. All right. Second half action underway. The teams change ends. The Mules have the ball. They're in their white uniforms as O'Neill gets it to Wyatt Gilbert. And down low it goes to Estes. He wanted to go up for the jam, but he is hammered in there. Crystal Garman-Baker says, yes, give us audio on Friday night. Okay, appreciate that feedback. Here's Estes at the line, and it's no good.
Mules are 0 out of 5.
They're struggling from the line. That's, again, a snake in the oil tonight. Got to do better than that.
Out of 6.
Man. Back on defense come the Mules as Pana brings it up.
I'm beginning to think I'm a black cat.
Because you've been watching these games and they can't make free throws?
Yeah. Fox's team I followed all season shoots 43%. Now the Mules can't make one.
Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder about you too, Danny. Ambrose walks with the basketball. It's another Pana turnover.
Turnover number 14.
Rick Doty says, yeah, I'll do the game with audio only. Well, a lot of you feel like that's what we should do. It'll be done the same way. You'll still log on to AreaSports.net like you do right now, and we'll probably still have a video screen up, but it'll just have a graphic up there, and you'll just hear audio, but you'll see a graphic. That's probably the way it would be done, okay? As Hickson ball misses a shot inside the lane, it'll steal by the Mules. O'Neill has it, and he tries to go up for the shot, and they're going to call him for double dribble.
Turnover number 15 on the Panthers and 6 on the Mules now.
Roger Squire says, like listening to you, but you guys can actually go do another game. So there's a way in on that side of the vote. All right, Roger. Again, it's a lot for us to think about. It's a lot of great games going to be played Friday night around the area. 6:52 to go here, third quarter. Here comes into Ambrose.
There was a travel right there.
I missed it, didn't they?
The official over here to my right.
That's blocked. Blocked out of there by Estes, and then a jump ball is going to be called, and the arrow is pointing to the Pana Panthers.
I always like the official's perspective over here.
Yeah, you got it. Billy Rocket to your right.
No comment. I didn't see it, Coach.
Reese Lee taking it to the glass and scores. Boy, he just outran the defender that time. Just flew by him. Laid it in off the window. It's 37-11.
That's not my call.
Is that what he said?
We're going to have a tent revival on the way home.
Billy Rocket, official for 18 years, with us tonight. Giving us that perspective as a blocking foul is going to be called on Estes. Is taking it to the baseline. Was Jack Armstrong, and he'll go to the line.
Estes' first foul.
Stops the clock with 6:21 to go here.
What do they call them? Billyisms?
Billyisms. I like that. That'll work. If you're thinking about coming up here for the game Friday night, the championship game, you will have no problem finding a seat. Its place is huge. It's cavernous. It seats 2,500. Although there is a big crowd here tonight. I would venture to say that we've got probably I don't know, 1,900 in the building. Probably room for about another 500 or 600. As Estes drains one from 15 feet away. 39-11. Mules continue to pull away. It's a 4-0 run to start the second half. Here's Byers with it. He puts up a 3. It's no good. Tipped around. Mules have it. They got numbers. 3-on-1 to the other end. To Reese Lee. He lays it in with a left hand.
Nice pass by O'Neal.
Mules go up by 30.
Very unselfish.
Yeah, you're right. Billy Rocket says very unselfish. Exactly right.
He could have shot that ball just as easy.
And the Mules have played that way all season long. Shot from the corner is no good by Jonah Loff. Rebound by the Mules. Hickson ball has it. And he's going to get called for carrying the basketball.
They carry it every time they dribble, but they don't call it anymore.
There's a lot of times you could probably call it. You're
From
right.
when me and you played, I guarantee you.
Oh, yeah. They used to call it big time if we carried it like that.
If you ever put your hand anywhere beside the top of the basketball, it was carrying it.
Yep. Jedediah McCormick has a suggestion. He says, hey, put your poll on Facebook so the fans of other towns who may have a team playing could weigh in on that and determine as to where you go. Well, that's a good idea. Good suggestion there. We may do that as well.
Yeah, you might have a little bit of unbiased audience here.
Right now we certainly do, yeah. Larry and Kathy Beavis say do the Mules game Friday. Here's a pass to Estes. He's going to put up that mid-range jumper, and he got it. And that's the shot that has gone away in basketball. You just don't see anymore, but Estes got a nice trigger on that one.
Give him 10 on the night.
5:01 to play here in the third quarter. The Mules on an 8-0 run here in this second half. Pana trying to get some offense going. There's a shot up, no good by Byers. Rebound by the Mules. They're going to move it again. Here comes Hickson ball. All the way down and lays it up and in. And they're just having gym practice out there now.
The Mules are just in high gear.
I'm telling you. Take nothing away from the Pana Panthers, but they have absolutely run into a buzzsaw here tonight. Marty Slover sent us a message and said Fairfield started guarding Pana as soon as they stepped off the bus. That's pretty accurate, Marty. Thanks for your message. It has been Intensity City. There's a jump stop. Shot is up and rolls in, and that is a basket for Armstrong, and that breaks the 10-0 run by the Mules to start this second half. And on the other end, a quick layup by Gilbert, and he's fouled. Student section from Fairfield says you can't do that, as Wyatt Gilbert goes to the line.
Byers going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, if you want to come up here to the game Friday night, folks, it's a lot of electricity in here. You might want to bring some cotton for your ears. It's loud.
Out of 7.
Boy, they are just struggling from the free throw line. Good thing it's not a close game, right? Another one by Gilbert. He got it.
There was kind of an original one.
What's that?
From the student section over here.
Oh.
You need a haircut. I don't think I've ever heard that.
That was a new chant, wasn't it? 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
I've heard a lot of things out of these kids, but I don't think I've ever heard you need a haircut.
Another steal by the Mules. Noah McElravy in the game. He has the ball and gets it down on the baseline. Now back out it comes to Cantrell. Cantrell to McElravy. To Zerlini. Also in the game is Colin Massey. There's a shot up, no good. Tip back up and in by Luke Dagg. Luke, the student section roars. Boy.
Dagg. Like you said, when Dagg comes in, the energy just picks up.
Something always happens when Luke Dagg comes in the game. There's a trap in the corner. They get the pass down to Edmonston. Back out it comes to Blackwell. Down low. Reverse layup is no good, but the foul's going to be on Zerlini.
Going to be 3 on him.
That stops the clock with 3:12 to go here in the third quarter, and that's going to send to the line Jack Armstrong for the Pana Panthers. Chris Parent says, please do the audio for Friday's game. All right, thank you, Chris. Free throw no good by Armstrong.
Who's 14 for the Mules?
14 for the Mules is Colin Massey. 5'10" sophomore. Into the ball game for Pana is Jonah Loff and Andrew Ambrose checking back in. Well, I'll tell you, Loff has been completely bottled up tonight by the Mules. What's he got?
2
points.
4. He's got
points?
1 basket and 2 free throws.
Yeah, he's been their leading scorer. And Ambrose has also been the other cog for them, and the Mules have shut him down too. Here's Massey with a long 3.
Ambrose has 2.
And that rebound is by Ambrose on the miss by the Mules. They get it ahead. 2 Byers now out top of the key. Shot fired away by Armstrong. No good. Chased down by the Mules. Cantrell gets it to Zerlini. 2:42 to go here, third quarter. Mules in control here, 48-14. And we saw last week in a postseason game, Danny, they do not have the running clock in the fourth quarter in postseason, which we were surprised with as Zerlini fires away from the top of the key. We knew he was going to get one sooner or later. He had some rattle out earlier. And he's just tough to guard out there with that high arc and that reach he's got. I believe that was a double dribble that they missed.
It was. But
Massey comes up with it anyway as Dag takes it to the glass and misses it. Massey tries to go for the steal. Pana comes back out with it to Byers. Byers does the Euro step to the basket. No good. Ripped out of there by Zerlini, and he's fouled. A jump ball. Oh, no way. Boy, Mule fans say, what are you talking about? Look at that. There's about half the Fairfield crowd standing up saying, what do you mean jump ball? Oh, well, either way.
Think about that, mister.
Yeah. Official Billy Rocket says that's a foul. All right.
Our on-staff official.
That's right. Either way, it's Fairfield ball, so we'll take it. 51-14. There's a free throw there on my scoreboard. Minute 48 to go. Massey has it. Again, in the third quarter. We've still got one more quarter to play. Fairfield's going to get a chance to play a lot of guys off the bench here. Massey has it. Goes down low to Cantrell. He pump fakes. Reverse layup. No good. Rebound out of there by Loft. Loft brings it up on the dribble to Byers. Inside the lane, there's Ambrose, and he lays it in. Well, there's a little look at what Ambrose is capable of doing, but the Mules have kept him pretty much in check tonight.
A score man hadn't sent me any scores in a while. He must be involved in the game.
He must be. Here's a long one by McElravy, no good. Rebound by Pana. 1:05 to go in the quarter. Steal by the Mules. Cantrell throws to Dag. He goes up and scores. Reverse layup by Dag. Luke is feeling it.
When things are going good, that's the kind of things that work.
I'm telling you. I don't know how he stretched his arm that far underneath the basket to get that up, but he did. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter as the Pana Panthers have run into a freight train known as the Mule Train tonight. And it is a roaring down the tracks at high speed. Drive baseline. That one is up and in. Is that Ambrose?
Ambrose.
Okay. 53-18 with 15 seconds to go in the quarter. McElravy with it. Bounce passes it in the corner. Back to McElravy. 9 seconds to go. Over to Zerlini. He'll fire from the volleyball line. Yes! Write it down! Tickles the twine from behind the line, and that is the end of the third quarter. Impressive here by the Mules, to say the least. 56-18. It's all Fairfield tonight in Vandalia. Back with more in just a moment.
Carter Turf and Tractor is now open in their beautiful new location on West Main Street in Fairfield in the former Save-A-Lot building. Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday.
I told Randy to watch it.
Welcome back to the Class 2A sectional semifinal. It's been all Fairfield. They lead at 56-18. And, Danny, you got another score to pass along.
Yeah, here's a pretty shocking score. Alton Marquette 44, Pinckneyville 21 after 3.
Wow. They're taking them to school, aren't they?
That Marquette team looks like it's going to be them and the Nashville Hornets probably.
Could be. That could be a wild sectional final there. That's another one we could go take a look at doing, potentially. A lot of places to be Friday night. But we love following these Fairfield Mules. They're fun to watch. And every win they make, it's more school history. 31-2, going to make it 32-2 tonight as Zerlini takes it down with a teardrop. And it's good. 40-point lead for the Mules. Who would have thunk it?
Nokomis 44, St. Elmo 22 after 3.
Nice reverse layup there by Jack Armstrong. 58-20. 7:17 to go in the game.
Pana was 3 out of 11 that quarter. The Mules were 9 out of 14.
Okay. Mules still missed a lot of free throws, though, as they get it down to Massey, and timeout's going to be called by Coach Scott McElravy. 7:06 to go in the game.
Let's see, I got another score here. 32-29, Woodlawn leads after 3.
What was that again by Woodlawn?
32-29 after 3.
Okay.
34-21 now. What you have want to go on?
We got a 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep it right here. A reminder that Mount Carmel will play Teotopolis here tomorrow night. We will not be here to do that game. You can watch that game by pay-per-view on the NFHS network if you choose to, but it is pay-per-view and it is available tomorrow night. Friday night, again, we cannot be here to do video. We got permission to do tonight's game by the IHSA, but we cannot be here to do the Friday night championship game with video, but we can do it with audio. So if you would like us to come up and do the game with audio, that is an option that we have.
Madison leads Jacksonville route 39-36 after 3.
Wow, how about that? That Madison team's been one that you haven't heard a lot of in 1A, as another 3 ball is put in by Zerlini as he enjoys the smell and feel of cotton.
13 off the bench.
On the other end, answering back with a 3 of his own is Drake Spracklin, who checks into the game. 61-23. And there's a shot up and in. They count the bucket by Cody Cantrell, and he's fouled. Back to a 40-point advantage for the Mules with 6:30 to go in the game. Mules putting on a clinic. Highland has now gone ahead of Centralia in the fourth quarter, 36-29, after Centralia led much of that first half. That free throw is good by the Mules. And a steal. Dagg's going to throw ahead to Cantrell. He saves it, but it's picked up by Pana. They'll come the other way. Pass ahead to Byers. Down low it goes to Blackwell. His shot off the glass is good. Blackwell makes it 64-25. Belleville-Altoff leads Freeburg 49-35. Here's Zerlini. Can he do it again? Well, of course he can. Why not? He's feeling it.
Four threes for Zerlini.
It's just automatic anymore, Danny. Those first couple he shot tonight rattled in and out. You know, they went halfway down and came out. Lately, it's been nothing but cotton. Another miss by Pana. Looks like they're going to guard Zerlini a little tighter now. I think maybe they respect that shot. Massey from the corner. It's too strong. Rebound by Pana. 5:27 to go in the game. Down the lane, little scoop shot, no good. Luke Dagg on the foul. Mascuda defeats Marion. Marion is eliminated, Danny. 60-54. Mascuda eliminates Marion. You know, part of that might be the fact Marion just played last night. That's tough, bouncing back that second night playing. Mascuda had last night off. One of the things I wanted to mention about this coach for Pana is the fact that That's Adam Metzger. He actually was a team manager for the University of Illinois Fighting Illini back in his college days. So I'm sure that was a great experience.
Yeah, I'm sure that was.
Adam Metzger, a guy that grew up in Pana, coaching his hometown team. Into the ball game for the Panthers is Lucas Holthouse. As Coach Metzger started to drain his bench a little bit now with 5:23 to go in the game. Into the game for the Mules, number 34 is Logan Trent. He's one of those seniors that doesn't get to play a whole lot, but he's a good team player as far as being on that practice squad. As the shot is put up by McElravy, no good. Rebound by Pena. They'll throw it ahead. There's a layup. Up and in by Holthouse. He just comes into the game and gets into the scorebook with a deuce. 67-29 now. And a steal. Ball is loose, goes out of bounds, and they say it's off Fairfield, but kind of looked like Pena hit it.
All that was it should have been a foul on the Mules, and he didn't call the foul, so he just gave him the ball back.
It'll be Pena ball on the baseline. Out of bounds, it's Spracklin. They come out to the top to Kyle. Oh, almost a steal out there as Blake Pruitt's in the game for the Mules now. Also in the contest is Caleb Freimeyer. This JV team has been super impressive for Fairfield this year, too. They've been a lot of fun to watch. Shot's up, no good, and they're out there right now. The shot is back up and in by Holthouse. You know, when you got a good JV team, too, Danny, that's so important as far as a practice squad to challenge these varsity guys day in and day out, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I'll tell you what, this is what's happened to the Mules to allow them to keep fresh. They've been ahead a lot of times, and now here for the final 4:07, they're going to relax and they're going to start thinking about Friday night.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're not going to have their legs be spent like the legs could be spent on either T-Town or Mount Carmel tomorrow night if they have a close game, as the jump ball is called, as McElravy is tied up. Again, that semifinal will be played tomorrow night. The Mules will get the winner of that one Friday night here in Vandalia. And that'll be a 7 o'clock start on Friday as well. We'll let you know on the website what our plan is. Again, we may put that poll on our Facebook page, as some of you suggested, as Logan Trent missed on the shot, but he's got it again right now. Comes out now to McElravy. 3:33 to go in the game. Long shot by Pruitt. It's no good. Tipped around, and Logan Trent chases it down. Good hustle by the Mules. Again, this JV bunch, I think they only lost like, one game, maybe two all season long. They were tough. Here's a drive to the basket, up and in by Colin Massey. Strong move by Massey. 69-31, Fairfield having fun. 3:05 to go. Here's a long three. It's no good by Funneman. Ball's loose, and Logan Trent's got it. He's going to leave it to Pruitt, and back out to McElravy. Again, that's unselfish play there by Logan Trent.
You know, Randy, I don't understand this. Why would you play this 30-point clock all season long? Now you get the postseason here. We got a game at 69-31 here.
Yep.
You know, Pena's not going to make a big rally and come back in this ball game.
No, I'm with you. I don't know why you play it all year long, the running clock all year long, and then all of a sudden you don't play it in the postseason. Doesn't make sense to me either. Into the ball game is Tyrese Petty for the Mules. Gets the ball out to Freimeyer, now to Trent. Also in the ball game is Brandon Lane for Fairfield. He's got the ball right now. So Mules have completely emptied their bench. Everybody's gotten into the game as Lane takes it inside the paint, puts up the shot, no good, and he's going to get fouled, and Brandon Lane's going to have a chance to go to the line, shoot a couple free throws. Stops the clock with 2:34 to go in the contest. This will be win number 32 for the Fairfield Mules. That will improve to 32-2. The school record continues to climb. As the shot is up and no good. And Pena's going to bow out at 17-18. Well, what a run they had here at the end of the season. Free throw good by Lane. He's in the scorebook. 70-31. 2:32 to play. In the corner, they work it to Colin Schmitz. Ooh, almost a steal. Boy, Mules are hustling, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Freimeyer in the corner of the lane. Back out to Petty. Petty to Freimeyer. I don't think that student section has sat down the entire game, have they? Pruitt from the corner. In and out, no good. Tipped around and brought out there by Funneman for Pana. 1:58 to go in the contest. Well, Mules will get to come up and watch Mount Carmel and T-Town tomorrow night and be able to see what they're doing, so they'll know what their game plan is for Friday night. Mules have beaten both teams this year. But the win over T-Town was real early in the season as Colin Schmidt scores. The win over T-Town was way back in November. There's been a lot of basketball played since then. T-Town has played a very tough schedule this year. They've played teams like Nashville and some other teams up in central Illinois, which can only help them. Shot is up, no good by Freimeyer. Rebound Pana, minute 14 left in the game. Funneman back over to Spracklin. Funneman, by the way, is the son of assistant coach here, who was a member of the 1988 state championship team for Pana Panthers. From the corner, shot's no good. Rebound Funneman. He goes back up, missed it. Rebound Logan Trent for Fairfield. We're under a minute to play. Pruitt brings it up. Blake Pruitt over to Freimeyer. Freimeyer to Logan Trent. 39 seconds left. Over to Petty. See if they try to get a shot for Petty here. Petty's going to go up. Missed it. Tipped back up. No good. By Lane. Rebound by Pana. They'll go to the other end, and the shot is missed. Logan Trent's got it.
Oh, and just so you guys know.
Yep.
You remember who said what on the dunk?
Well, yeah, you could almost say two on that one because he laid it over the rim.
It doesn't count.
Here's a drive, and that's up and off the mark. No good by Holdhouse. Yeah, you're going to be the winner on that. And the winner are the Fairfield Mules.
Yeah, just so you know, I said one.
Yep.
Billy said 4. Randy said 3.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Oh, you said 3 and he said 4. I said 1.
70 to 33 is the final. Fairfield in convincing fashion tonight over the Pana Panthers. Fairfield now 32-2 on the season. They advance to take on the winner of Teotopolis versus Mount Carmel. That game is here tomorrow night in Vandalia. Again, you can watch that game tomorrow night on the NFHS Network pay-per-view if desired. Again, if you want to come up here on Friday night, big place here. They seat 2,500. I think we had about 1,900 in the building tonight, maybe 2,000. So there's room for more. So come on up Friday night if you'd like to for the championship game. The Mules a chance to punch a ticket to the Elite Eight, potentially, if they can win on Friday night. You need a little bit of time there?
I'm ready.
Danning's ready for the stats. Let's go to them.
For the Panthers of Pana, they finished with 19 turnovers on the night. Scoring, Jake Armstrong had 7. Spracklin had 3. Byers had 2. Blackwell had 2. Loff had 2. Ambrose had 6. Holthouse had 4. Smits had 2. For the Fairfield Mules, Lee had 7. Gilbert had 1. O'Neill had 14. Hicksonball 10. Estes 10. Cantrell 3. Zerlini 16. Dag 6. Massey 2. And Lane with 1.
So how many guys in the scoring column?
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the scoring column.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Zerlini leads them with 16 off the bench. Estes in double figures with 10. Hicksonball with 10. And O'Neill with 14.
Amazing team effort tonight by the Fairfield Mules, and I echo that word team. I mean, they did it every conceivable way tonight. The wheels were well oiled tonight. The gears were all turning.
Nokomis beats St. Elmo 57-34. Madison leads 43-41 with 2:22 left. Forgot who they was playing. Oh, they played Jacksonville Route.
Yep. And again, we will have those scores posted for you here on our sports website at AreaSports.net. Highland is really extending their lead out against Centralia now. Looks like the orphan season is going to come to an end. Highland leads Centralia 53-35 in that 3A regional at Salem. It's going to wrap it up here, Danny. Anything else you want to add?
Pretty nice basketball game here. Good luck to the Mules on Friday night.
Friday night. Again, we'll keep you posted on our website what our plans are. If we'll be up here to do it with audio only, that's our option, as we can't come do it with video, but we're glad we were able to do it tonight. So glad that you were able to enjoy it with us. Again, an impressive win for the Mules. They improved to 32-2 on the season as they win it by a score of 70-33. For Billy Rocket, for Danny Anselment, for the camera lady, I'm Randy Olson saying thanks for watching and so long from Vandalia High School.